This is Julie. This is Jenna. And we are the JJTwinzz. We're actually just sisters, so it's just a nickname. Welcome, everyone. We're so happy to have you guys here with us again. We're nice and cozy in the comfort of the living room.
Right at you from the house.
We weren't going to be on video, but then we just decided might as well. So, catching us on the fly.
On the fly we are.
We just want to thank our sponsors. Get into it. You can start us off, Jen.
Our first sponsor, Opinion Clothing.
Shout out.
Such a shout out. Minneapolis, local. Opinion Clothing. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. You can wear it to work out. You can wear it to be comfy. You can wear it out. It literally is the brand for everyone.
They've got a new hat coming this winter, so stay tuned.
Keep your eyes open, guys.
We're also sponsored by Better Edge, an online sports betting marketplace. It's free, it's legal, and if you use code 10KTakes, you get a free $20.
Free $20. You can't beat that.
Yeah, betting, why not? All right, should we get into a little weekend recap? Jenna's got some juicy stuff on what's going on in town. Prior to that, we had a fun-filled family weekend. All right, Shotskis were had. Margaritas were had. A good time was had. We took out the docks and the boats from the cabin. It was a lot of fun.
A girls' night was had.
Yes, lots of girls' nights. And Jenna, I'll let you get into your drama.
Technically, it's really the state of Minnesota's drama. Not really mine. I've been summoned to jury duty. It is, at first, I'll just lay it all out. At first, I really enjoyed it. Like, at first, I was like, okay, I can handle this. Like, sitting quietly in a room. It's much different.
The 12 closest friends.
Well, you start with, 45.
Oh, okay.
And it's much different than, me talking to 30 children for 8 hours. Whether or not they're listening to me. So it was kind of a nice change of pace at first. And it doesn't hurt that there's a caribou and a Chipotle.
Well, we're caribou people. Are you caribou people? We're caribou people.
Let us know, guys. So I kind of felt like, oh, this is easy peasy. In the beginning, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not even going to be one of the 45 people, whatever. So then all of a sudden I blink and I'm one of the 12. I'm like, okay, whatever. I was picked. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. It's
Get
still.
Out of work for a while.
Yeah, it's still chill.
Doing your civic duty.
Hey, America. It's still chill.
Hashtag America.
At this point, I'm spending a little bit more time at the caribou, right? And then I'm still halfway enjoying this process.
Trust the process, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Trust the process, baby.
And then it comes to reviewing the evidence. And I think at that point, I realized why there's a caribou and a Chipotle. At first, I was like, wow, this is some bougie, government building. But now I realized, we need the bougie places to recover.
Emotional support.
From all the, murder evidence we're reviewing. So I would like to, at this point, just put it that I have now survived jury duty. In my short 27 years that I've lived, I had the privilege of being called.
At one point, Jenna came home and she's like, I can't tell you about my case for another 2 weeks, but it might be on the news. And I was like, what?
Yeah, the judge was like, by the way, make sure you just really don't mention it because, news cameras could come in at any point. And it was just I really don't want this. Can we go back to the jury room where we're waiting? Because that was pretty cozy.
From civilian to celeb, one case at a time.
JJTwinzz Jenna. Yes, no, that is
civic duty.
Yes.
God bless.
God bless. I do God's work now judicially. The other God's work is kept under wraps.
Wow. Okay, should we get into some things we tried? So you tried jury duty. Like, how do you feel about the legal system? Can we just talk about that? Do you still have faith in it?
No, so corrupt. Just, I like how people put marriage as like, marriage is a crapshoot. It's whatever you get. Shit. So is your jury. So is your rap sheet. Okay. Statistically, all of our, what is it called when you're like, all of our, what is it? Like, you're not in the system, but like, what is it?
Your social security number?
Your record. Your record's a freaking crapshoot. So good luck, everybody.
No, Jenna was like, they know everything about you. Like, they just pinged this guy's phone and found him. So, like, be careful, folks.
Yes. Like, literally, like, the legal system can literally track you down at the supermarket and be like, hands up. Like, they can literally track you down anywhere. Just the things they knew about me as a juror. I was like, so I'm only 27. Like, this is like freaky.
Law-abiding citizen too. Like,
yeah, no, they know more about you under those circumstances, I think.
Oh, because you're not going rogue.
Yeah, the record's clean.
Let me just say, I've always wanted to live off the grid, and this supports that. Like, I'd love to just do my own thing, have no one know where I am. No one cared, but the people that knew where I need to be, I could be, in these super beautiful places like Alaska or, Minnesota. Just kidding.
And also, just God bless anyone living in the uptown area right now because it is rough.
Okay, let's get into some things we tried.
So, yeah, jury duty, I recommend it if it's light.
Yeah, try and get a civil case. Okay, so let's talk about, these have been the latest favorite in our household. We have done all flavors. It started with the white cheddar. Then we went to the sea salt. And at the cabin,
so good.
they had the, what was their kettle corn flavor? And
it
was sweet. It is the popcorn chips, everyone. Don't run to the name? I don't know what the technical name is. But I've been telling everyone about the popcorn chips. Don't run to the store because they're good in salsa. They're good in dip. You know me, I'll dip anything in ranch. So they're definitely good in ranch. Least best flavor is the white cheddar. So just don't waste your time on that one. I got the sea salt and Jenna tried it and then went to the store and got the sea salt the next day.
It is it's super good.
I'll look up the technical name.
Please. Because we don't want to like steer people to the wrong brand. It's also a really good source of protein, even though they're chips.
I don't think there's any protein in it. But
I thought
that's calorie.
Oh.
They're called popcorners, and they're low calorie. And there's a big corners, popcorners.
Oh, I didn't even know.
This is an ad for something else.
Oh.
No, it says there's a big no, and it says artificial flavors. Okay.
They're keeping it real.
Oh, non-GMO. Hey, real popcorn.
Keeping it real, guys.
Not genetically modified popcorn. What do you know?
It's hard to find these days.
Looks like this.
Yeah, flash it.
Okay. What's the next one we tried?
Okay. The next thing we tried, aloe yoga pants.
Oh, no, that one's mine.
I know, I was prompting you. Am I supposed to talk about the things I tried?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
So you can speak to it.
Okay. Blue margaritas at Zorba's, you guys.
Really good.
They're so good. And I want to tell you right now, they don't taste like a normal margarita.
They come with the bobber. They come with like a little bobber too, if you like props.
Mm-hmm. We're total prop chicks. We love them.
We're a sucker for marketing. Walk into Ulta and it's like, what can I not buy?
It's literally all about the packaging. Honestly, it is. I don't know if it's because they're blue, but they literally don't taste like normal margaritas. It's like a lake margarita. It's incredible.
I personally had the skinny margarita, and I would order 5 of them if I could. But I'd also not be walking at that point, so I wouldn't.
Margarita check.
Are we basic? No.
No. We just have good taste.
But aloe yogas. So I have a couple aloe yoga pants. But these one pants that I got, the newest one, the material is incredible. I wore them, and I wore them twice in one weekend. And Jenna was like, didn't you just wear those pants? I was like, yeah, but they're the comfiest yogas I own. That's saying a lot because all yogas are comfy. So
they look comfy too, like the material.
The material. There's just something about the material. And I have the airbrush ones. Those are a little thick. So I'd recommend the other material. I don't know what it is, but like, I don't know. It was so good though. They had slits in it. I've also recently tried Good American Clothes by Khloe Kardashian, which we'll talk about later.
We're heavy on drinking the Kardashian Kool-Aid. Espresso martinis.
At Snack Shack. Or Snack Bar.
Snack Bar. Don't get confused.
Because
Snack Bar.
I will say Snack Shack and Free House espresso martinis are overrated hot take. But what did we think of snack bars, Jenna?
I loved it. Now, espresso martinis, I'm pretty particular about. I know you are too. I either like it like really creamy or like not creamy like at all type of thing. So this hit right in the middle. It was perfect. Like every drop was better than the one before. I mean, it was divine. Also, can we speak to the PDA at Snack Bar?
Oh my gosh. The PDA at Snack Bar
So
was
bad.
Unreal.
So bad.
Oh my gosh. We could have just, and it was perfect because our booth like watched the bar. I don't know what was more fun, the laughs we were having with each other or the people watching with everyone else. And then we saw this couple. We saw them later like separate. Do you remember when that guy came up to us at Smack Shack after Snack Bar and was like,
yes.
Were you guys at the Snack Bar? And I was like,
Did he say he was on a first date?
Yeah, he was on a first date and she was rubbing his back the whole time. We thought for sure they were actually dating. He's like, yeah, no, it was just a first date. I don't know if there'll be another. And it's like, bro, we literally saw you on a date and you're trying to like hit on us? Like, what?
This chick borderline was an octopus. The way that her arms were like, we're talking one arm is in the back of the shirt and the other arm is like in the pant pocket. It was like, it was kind of like, is she aware that she's at a public bar right now? And hey, I get it.
She was acrobatic.
She had skills. We're not going to make light of that. I get it. Like, we're definitely not strangers to the PDA. Like, we've had our moments with dudes and whatnot. Hey.
I'm not big on it, but, you know.
Give me a couple drinks. I'll be fine. But, like, not at Snack Bar when everyone is pretty much sober and
it's like you're kind of on display just sitting at the bar.
We felt weird not being on a date, I think.
Yeah, but
we had such a good time. Snack Bar, also a certain time of night, perfect for people watching.
Yes. I would go there again in a heartbeat to do
Beware
what we
of
did.
the PDA.
Enjoy it.
Soak up the love.
Soak it up. Should we get into red flags, green flags, Jenna?
Please,
on that
I think
note,
it's perfect. Do you want me to go first? You want to go first?
I'll go first. Into moms.
So what does that mean? Like, I'm
like,
a mom and he's into me, or is he into my mom?
He's into your mom. Kind of like, what's his name? Young Gravy.
Ew. Why did you? I feel like you're just like Young Gravy. Like, it's like a normal thing to say. No.
He's from Minnesota.
Yeah, that's embarrassing for us.
I like Young Gravy. He's spicy.
Okay.
My money don't jiggle, jiggle. It falls.
Okay. Fine. That's his one good line. I want to like Young Gravy, but what he did with Addison Rae's mom is like so chuggy. Yeah.
Chuggy. Oh my gosh. Can I tell everyone about what happened at work? So I'm wearing these like Mary Jane shoes, you know, like they're kind of like the clog platform heel shoes. To those, you know, some people might not know what a Mary Jane shoe is. And the first time I wore them, it kind of hurt like the edges of my like toe bones or whatever they're called. Mm-hmm. And I kind of gave me blisters. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wear them again, but I'm going to wear them with socks. And I wore cute socks, you know, because I'm like, this is kind of a trend. And like my pants were cropped. It wasn't shorts. And I was like to one of my coworkers, I was like, I feel so Gen Z and my Mary Janes in my socks. And someone goes, Gen Z, what's that? And I was like, you know, like the young kids. And she's like, no, that is 80s. I literally had a pair of Steve Maddens just like that, and I wore them just like that in the 80s. And I was like,
what?
Oh my gosh, we are.
So does that mean when they were in the 90s, it was because they were in the 80s?
Yes. So now the Gen Zs are repeating 80s. And 90s pants are in, like these wide leg pants, the trouser
We don't even want
look.
to talk about the whole low-rise thing.
Oh my gosh, low-rise is coming back, and we're all going to die.
Oh, everyone beware. Do not do anything with your skinny jeans. Keep them.
I just told someone that today. She's like, I just put away my skinny jeans. I was like, don't worry. Skinny jeans will never go out of style because leggings, yogas, athleisure is a way of life now. It's never going out.
Also, the boot market is huge. What are you going to do? Kill that? No. So profitable.
Don't you have boots somewhere on your list for something?
Don't give everything away. Oh. Yeah, I do. Sorry. Okay, so I would say red flag if he's into my mom.
Oh, yeah, back to the moms. I would agree. Unless it's like complimentary, like, oh, your mom's so beautiful, you know, because our mom is. Your turn then.
He has a sweet tooth, and I say he because I think it's honestly more common for women to have a sweet tooth. So I'm going to say he has a sweet tooth. What do we think about that? Like, you get coffee, and he's like, I really want a cake pop.
I say green flag because I have a sweet tooth, so we can share. And I love to bake, so he can enjoy my goodies, too.
Oh, your goodies.
My goodies.
I would agree. I think it's a green flag. Plus, I am the person that when you get coffee, I'm always like, oh, I could do like one of those massive cookies. And it would be fun to
we
not
should
just
talk about the cookies at Grocer's Table. Sorry, that can be the things we tried.
It should be. I feel like it's nice to not be the only one eating one of those cookies. Like, it'd be fun to be able to eat it with someone else too.
Hence what we just did on Sunday. Do you want to add that to the things we tried?
Yeah. It was just normal cookie, right?
It was the Grocer Table cookie.
Yeah.
Heat it up. It was phenomenal. If you're looking for desserts at Grocer's Table, I would recommend. All right. Asks you your zodiac sign.
Okay.
All right, Jen.
I didn't know this was red. I freaking do it every date. Every single time, he's looking at me and I'm looking at him and we have nothing to say. And we're both feeling like we have nothing to say.
So then you go, what's
I'll
your
be
sign?
like, so, what's your sign? And they're always like, I don't know. And then I'm like, well, here's mine. And it's super normal. I don't think it's bad.
Do they even know what signs are? Are they like the movie signs?
Yes, of course. I think most people know.
Good.
Yeah.
I think it's a red flag. I think it's kind of weird if a guy's in a zodiac. Just because I don't know how legit it is. I don't know. No. It's fun, but...
I do have something to say. I was on a date recently, and we were talking about, like, religion. And he was like, oh, I think everybody just says what everybody, like, else says. And I was like, that's so not true. I was like... I have one time, I was on a date and I was talking about religion and I was like, oh yeah, I'm a Lutheran. And I had a guy straight look me dead in the face and say, what's that? And I'm just like, what? Like, what? And he's like, no, like, what is that?
What's Lutheran? Oh my gosh.
It was so funny.
I know someone one time was like, I'm Christian. I was like, oh, cool. Like, what denomination? They're like, Christian? I was like, okay, like I'm Lutheran, but I'm also Christian.
Okay, now my turn.
Yeah.
This is like a really interesting one. Doesn't believe in crushes.
Okay.
And I also think this should be like a new question on dates. Like,
what's your zodiac?
It's fun. Do you believe in crushes?
Don't look at me like that. Like a crush? Like I have a crush on you?
Yeah.
What's not to believe in? It's a feeling.
Oh, there's so many people that don't believe in crushes anymore.
What?
Yeah, it's like a thing.
The next pandemic, crushes 2023.
Yeah, it's like, well, we're online dating. I either liked you or I didn't.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like it's like a new thing. Like the whole term and ideology of a crush is dying because people have either been too love bombed to understand what a crush even is. Or they believe online dating should just be a monotonous, like, I've either swiped you or I haven't, and that's as far as I'll go.
Wow. I kind of feel like...
So now I'm not that crazy. I mean,
no, I kind of feel like, oh my gosh, I think of when you were like on the bus in middle school and you had a crush on the guy on the bus or something like that, you know?
Yes. And yes. Like, or even... Like when you would have a crush that you would write about in your diary, like cute stuff like that. And like, are we just hopeless romantics? Do we still believe in that? Like,
no, we're normal people with feelings.
So if he doesn't believe in that, I think red flag.
For sure. Okay, only Snapchat convos you.
Red flag. I'm like way too old for that. No. Maybe when I was 22. Actually, my boyfriend, when I was 22, we never texted. And we had a very long-term relationship.
Odd, but I think whatever works for the two of you. I don't prefer it, but I'm not above it.
No, it's fair. There's a certain time and place for Snap. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a really fun one. He wants to red box and chill. Red flag or green flag?
Has he taken you out?
Yes, this would be like a third date vibe.
I think that sounds awesome.
I agree. I think that more guys should do this. Hint, hint, there is a red box near our house. But I just think that like more guys should do this. Like, how fun would it be? Also, guys, if you really do want to Netflix and chill, at least hide it and be like, hey, do you want a red box and chill? You can bring the popcorn and like I'll pick out the movie. Like, that's super fun.
Or even like, why don't you come over for dinner and then we watch a movie? Then she doesn't feel like you're just inviting her over to Netflix and chill.
And there's like a certain ambiance of like not really like history, but like for a millennial, when you redbox and chill, there's like a certain amount of nostalgia.
Like Blockbuster.
Yes. Totally.
Like Blockbuster.
It'd be like a Blockbuster date, but like Redbox. Like, it's so fun. Mm-hmm. Guys, pay attention. Do it. You won't regret it.
Totally. Okay. Next one sends you his playlist.
I don't know. For what?
Just sends it to you. No.
Does he think that, like, you don't have good taste in music and that's why he's sending it to you?
I think it's weird and I think it's a red flag. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like, why are you sending me a playlist? I mean, like, unless it's what if? Oh my gosh, what if it's like a thought of you playlist? Like, what if it was called Jenna and he sends it to you?
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. That would be so weird. I would be like, do you need like number for therapist or like?
Why are you so in love with me?
And then I would send him back Beyonce or Rihanna. I can't remember which one it is. Why are you so obsessed with me? Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Okay, good. That's weird. Your turn.
Okay. Oh, can't decide what to order. Like, he like looks at you and is like, oh, I've been here like twice. What should I got?
I think he's looking for your opinion and your feedback, which means he values your opinion, which I think is a good sign if he's seriously like asking. I also have a really hard time deciding. I do decide for myself. It just takes a while. So I think it's like a yield flag. Orange, coral, salmon.
Just pick a color.
I couldn't remember what
I would say red, because if I know what I want to get, I don't want to have to figure out what you're going to get. No, like, figure it out, buddy.
All right. Okay.
I also want to clarify, this is totally different than a guy being like, hey, I've never been here. What's good here? Like, yeah, that is totally different. I think that's what I'm saying is him telling you, like, pick something for me to order. Well, because I can't decide.
I already can't decide what I want for myself.
Exactly.
I already can't decide what I want for myself. Why would I want to have to decide what you want to? That's so much like pressure.
More admin.
That is all admin, and I'm all out. I'm doing my own admin as is. Okay, that's too much.
Also, like, I'm worried by how undecisive he is at this point.
Yeah, is he gonna change his mind about you?
Straight up. Yeah. Okay, this one is interesting. It's very thought-provoking. He is all about what he's looking for in another person. What is our first thought on that?
Chill out, bro.
My first thought is, and maybe this is weird, but what I think that I would be more interested in, like, what he's looking to bring to the person he's dating, not who he's looking to find. Because that, to me, feels like you're in search of something to fill yourself.
I just think it screams insecurity, and I'm out.
I would agree. Girls, pay attention. And dudes, you never know.
Do you see what's happening on your phone right now?
Yeah, and I'm ignoring it.
That is so bizarre. I'm going to have you look at it while I read my next thing. All right. So offers to carry your purse. I'll do it for you.
I already looked.
Okay. Why didn't you show it to me?
Because I don't need to show it to you. Offers to carry.
Are you backsliding and not telling me?
No. Offers to carry your purse.
Yeah, it carries your purse in public all the time.
All the time? Or just when you're like...
No, you don't have to ask. He just carries it for you.
Does he like my purse?
That's what I'm wondering.
I think I can carry my own purse. Unless I'm requesting help.
Depends on which purse. If it's a heavy purse, you can definitely carry it.
Will you carry your shoes too?
No, I'll be wearing my shoes. I don't, you're more of the take off the shoes in public person.
What does that mean about me? This is so funny.
Okay, sidebar, and this goes back to my childhood. My pet peeve is when my feet are dirty. I hate the comfort. It's just discomforting, so I don't like it. So that will never be me, and if it is ever me, my feet are in really bad shape. But, I don't mind it. I'd rather have him carry my jacket, but he can carry my purse. It's usually pretty light.
I think I'm sensing some steam. I don't know.
I think it's definitely steamy in here. Why don't we get going on our hot takes?
Let's roll into it. I'll hit you with what I've got first. Okay. The Wild's lineup features 3 new faces. The regular season begins tonight. I know, very tonight. Versus the Rangers after a 6-1 preseason. The Minnesota Wild kicks off the regular season at the X against the Rangers, who advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals last season. It's going to be a fun game. Winger Tyson Joe said, ooh.
Oh, hey, we know him.
We do. It's going to be exciting for the crowd. I know we're pumped to be back in front of our home crowd. It's always electric here at the X. Mini fans are the best. You know we are. I love it.
Dude, it's the hockey state. Welcome home, baby. All right. So, in preparation for their upcoming game against the Minnesota Vikings, the Miami Dolphins have officially removed their ping pong table from the locker room. So, isn't that kind of funny? So, they just came back from a 2-game losing streak, and so the captains decided that they need to get focused. So, in preparation for Sunday night's game, they took out the ping pong table. And so they're pretty pumped about the decision to remove it. And they think that the captains are taking great ownership of the team. And they're hoping for a win. And we're hoping that it didn't help.
Getting straight down to business. Okay. The former Gophers basketball captain, Eric Curry, is flourishing. We love a good flourish.
We do.
In his new role with the Big Ten, the next phase of Eric Curry's life doesn't involve playing or coaching basketball, but he's been excited about the chance to build a career involving more college sports. We're happy for him, too.
Good for him. Okay, so this is kind of dramatic.
Love some drama. Who's the drama?
Okay, so the Raiders wide receiver Devontae Adams has been charged. So we all know he so I'll read the information. But the facts are, so he got off the field, he was heated, and this camera videographer guy came at him and he kind of shoved him. And he was on his way into the tunnel. He kind of pushed him against the thing. There's another guy mediating it. You can just tell he was like upset. It was a little aggressive.
One thing's leading to another.
Yeah. So this is what came out from it. Okay. He has been charged with misdemeanor assault for shoving a credentialed media worker after Monday night's loss to Kansas City Chiefs. Adam was cited for an intentional overact that inflicted bodily injury, and according to court records released Wednesday, the charges were filed in Municipal Court of Kansas City. Thank you for correcting me. Adams is due in court on November 10th. If he is convicted, he could face jail term up to 6 months or a fine of up to $1,000. He apologized, and he said he was just in frustration mixed with literally just running, that the cameraman just running in front of me. The veteran player is facing discipline from the NFL, and the team does not support his actions. Obviously not, but obviously he was just kind of upset. Like, don't want to lose a game and have a guy come up in my face either. So, but I wouldn't shove him. So,
cameraman, kind of wrong place, wrong time, buddy.
Do you think he caught it on tape? Just kidding.
Right, I was gonna say if he does get charged and you're in his jury, hit us up.
Yeah, Jenna's got to.
Give us a shout out. We know what it's all about. Okay, so back to the Gophers. The Gophers offense needs to bounce back. Ugh.
Boomerang, baby.
Mm-hmm. Against the stingy Illinois, the Gophers hope the return of running back Mohamed Ibrahim, great name, helps against the nation's top-ranked scoring defense. We really need to knock it out of the park with the game with Illinois. We really do.
I think we've got a shot. Someone who doesn't really have a shot, Dan Snyder. Okay. Ba-dum-bum. He has been sending out ambiguous threats that if he's going on...
Ambiguous. What a great word.
Thank you. It's my own. It's not the article's.
Wonderful.
Dan Snyder is being investigated. He owns the Commodores, the Washington Commodores. And so he says he's not going down without a fight. And he has a private investigator. And he knows all the dirt on a lot of high-profile people. And he also, if you remember the guy from the Dallas Stars, what's his name? He worked closely with him.
Okay.
A bunch. So
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so apparently, he's got dirt on everyone. So watch out.
Love a good investigation.
Oh, and it's all over the news because he said, you can't F with me. That's the big drama.
That's the line. That's the quote. Okay. Are we?
That's why I clicked on it.
We ready to pop it?
Let's pop it.
I have the news just gets better and better tonight, you guys.
For your news.
Me too. First, this is not good news. This is the one bad news.
Okay.
Real Housewives, Cynthia Bailey. Julie, which housewife franchise is she from?
Atlanta,
always.
She's one of our favorite Atlanta chicks, too.
They're homegirls. We love them. Cynthia Bailey, who's also very beautiful, announces...
She's super beautiful.
Stunning. She announces her divorce with her husband. Her words say, while we both will always have love for one another, we have decided to go our separate ways. This is what her and her ex said in a joint statement. And I just want to say for a minute, she is a previous lawyer. And to me, a joint statement is exactly like the perfect thing that she would do.
I think it's a great sign of respect on both sides, to be honest.
So classy.
Very classy. Okay, so on the note of divorce, this is juicy.
We're ready.
So, and this is speculation talk.
Love speculation.
Giselle Bündchen, which also Giselle married to Tom Brady, but she's now going by her maiden name, which I don't know if she did before and they just never mentioned it, and now it's a part of the story. But so she commented prayer hands on another ambiguous, that's again, I just threw that, an Instagram post that read, "You can't be in a committed relationship with someone who is inconsistent with you. Read that again." By Rafael Diaz. So she commented these prayer hands, and that got people talking. So it turns out Giselle and Tom Brady have both hired divorce attorneys throughout the summer, and he missed 13 days of training camp. And also, after winning his first Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2021, so just the other year, in an interview, Brady revealed that his wife asked, "What more do you have to prove on the field?" So,
wow.
And in another article I saw somewhere that he took his off seasons to work on mental health. I also found out he's joining the pickleball league. But sorry, I don't want to.
I just feel like they always support each other. So this is kind of shocking. But it is what it is. Okay. Now, on to the good news.
Yes. Good
Love
news.
it. Jessica Simpson's memoir, I love it, is set to be adapted as a show starring Caitlin Tarver and the lovely, the always beautiful John Stamos. I don't want to give any, like, too many spoilers away.
Give a few.
But it will all be based on the fictional life of Jessica Simpson through a fictional character named Sadie Sparrow.
Wait, it's about her book called Open Book, but it's fictional? Or is it nonfiction?
No, like, it's about her life. But so what's confusing for, like, people that might not know is they're replacing her with a different name.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
and the character might not resemble her.
But it's about
But
her
it's
life.
about her life.
Got it. Okay.
Sorry, I meant nonfiction.
Oh.
Like,
okay.
so it's true.
Yes, so it's nonfiction.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
I probably said the wrong thing.
That's okay.
It's nonfiction about her life, but the confusing part, the more I read, is it's through a separate character that might not resemble her and has a totally different name.
Okay. But it's nonfiction because it's based on her book about her life. Interesting. Can't wait for that. So Jenna and I have kind of low-key been watching the Kardashians, and let's just talk about it because I feel like I've been talking about it with people. I don't know. I feel like they're really polarizing this year. It's either like love or hate. We love the Kardashians. Just going to throw that out there. We have mad respect.
We drink the Kool-Aid.
We drink the Kool-Aid. I love Good American. I can talk about that now. Jenna loves Kylie makeup. But yeah, I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, I love Kylie Cosmetics. I'll wear it till I die probably. It's like so good.
I just feel like with the show, it's just so unrelatable. Like, I think reality TV is meant to be, you know, a glimpse into people's lives, and you can connect with it, so you can relate with it, and you kind of enjoy it. Like, what we loved about the Kardashians back in the day, and what America loved, was that they were kind of a normal family. They fought, they loved, they laughed. But now it's just, like, so unrelatable. I just feel like watching it, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. How do you feel, Jenna?
So how I feel is it kind of makes me appreciate other reality shows because it makes me realize how real other reality shows are compared to them. Mm-hmm. Like, and it makes me notice all the other things that I relate to in other shows. And yeah, like, I feel like their problems, it's weird. It somehow relates to every woman in the world, but at the same time it doesn't. It's very weird. Like you said, it's kind of polarizing. Like, it's relatable, but it's so not. It's, like, very weird.
Well, and I just feel like every time they do stuff, like when Kylie drives to get McDonald's, it's like they're doing it for the show. And the thing, they're open and they're honest. What I love about that, they're really open and honest about things. Like, oh, we're doing a media day so we can time, you know, whatever media bulk, and so they can have a bunch of posts. But, like, they're super honest about everything they're doing. It's just so unrelatable. Like, it's like nothing anyone can fathom. And I think that's the hard part, you know. Like, I can never fathom giving a baby Dior up the yin yang because that's just not practical.
Well, I also want to speak to the relationships. Like, I kind of think that this is why Kim fell for Pete, is because he offered her this, like, weird glimpse and moment at normalcy.
I think that's a really good take on that.
Like, he gave her, like, the normal pleasures that, like, Kanye overlooked or didn't value.
And I think that her relationship with Kanye was to the level where they both could relate. Because they're kind of, when you get to a certain level of elite, it's so small. No one else can relate to you. So you become really close to the people that can. And I think that was her connection with Kanye, is they both understood each other's worlds. They both wanted to grow their careers and themselves. But now, like you said, so I just think now we kind of see the Kardashians are just craving more of what we have, and we should just kind of be grateful for that.
Absolutely, for sure. And also, like, do not overlook the value of normalcy in normal life.
100%. And watch Real Housewives because it's awesome.
And Summer House and Winter House, you guys. So good.
New season of Winter House out. We'll give you our review next week.
Yay. Okay, so your turn. Is it my turn? I think it's my
Your
turn.
turn.
You guys, is everyone sitting down? Freaky Friday 2.
Woo!
I also love... Oh, we should really expose Hocus Pocus too.
Okay.
Well, I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis brought this to everyone's attention after the release of Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
Because it's been kind of the same amount of years. Maybe shy of like 5 or 6. But
shy of like 10. I think Freaky
Friday appeared in like 2007, 2003. And Hocus Pocus came out in like 1999.
And then the original Freaky Friday is really old.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is this is like Freaky Friday 2, Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan version.
And did we already talk about the Lindsay Lohan Hallmark movie that's coming out too?
No, one thing at a time.
Oh, sorry. One thing at a time.
Okay. So, Freaky Friday 2. In a recent interview, Jamie Lee Curtis was asked about her thoughts about Freaky Friday 2. And she gave a surprising answer by confirming that she's already written the studio about making the sequel. She said, "Let me be the grandma. Let me be the old grandma who switches places," Curtis said. So then Lindsay gets to be the sexy grandma who is still happy with Mark Harmon in all the ways you would be happy with Mark Harmon. Simply, I would like to see Lindsay be that hot grandma. I'd like to see me try to deal with toddlers in today's world. And I just love Jamie Lee Curtis. She's so amazing.
I was just going to say, I love Jamie Lee Curtis. That's going to be awesome. Super, super awesome. Did we want to talk about Hocus Pocus 2?
I mean, we could. I think that was the thing on the We Try that we kept forgetting.
Oh, yeah.
So, Hocus Pocus 2, like, I think that it was overall good. Like, I don't want to say it was bad. It's overall good, but I think, so something I didn't share with you, but I shared with Mom, I read on BuzzFeed, is the original script got actually thrown out halfway throughout the writing. And that Thora Birch, it was actually all supposed to be based on her. Do you remember who Thora Birch is?
Is she the younger girl?
She's the daughter, or the sister.
Yeah.
Danny. Mm-hmm. And so it was supposed to be about Danny as a mom and Danny's daughter finding out she's a witch.
Okay, I like that way, way better. Because I feel like my critique on Hocus Pocus 2 is that the kids were like almost disassociated. I don't know. It was there. You didn't connect with the kids like you did in the original one. Like the original one, like, and I don't know if because we were kids when it came out.
Or we had a brother, like, and we were younger sisters that we like connected to it so much. But
I just feel like the kids weren't even emotionally involved in it. Like I felt like they were kind of checked out at times. The characters, like, and I don't know if that was via the way it was directed or edited, but it was just odd. It just didn't pull in.
So this happened. So that really explained the acting to me and the lack of storyline.
Yeah.
So this happened. So what happened is that was written based on like Danny's daughter finding out she's a witch and bringing the witches back. And then Danny has to deal with telling her like the whole story. And it's kind of fun because you get to relive the past Hocus Pocus, but it's a new Hocus Pocus. It's a new story. So it would have been really enlightening. However, Thora Birch, halfway through the writing, she said that she signed on for Hocus Pocus 2 10, 12 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It's been in the making for that long. And she said that she signed on for it. And she said by the time they slipped her the script, she was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So they had to rewrite the whole thing. They had sets built. They had everything. And they were like, sorry, the script is finally final. We're ready to do shooting. And she was like, I'm on to bigger things.
What a movie star move.
She still said, what's funny is she's like, I still appreciate the movie and can't wait to watch it. And it was like, well, you could have been like the whole
movie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So sorry, back to Freaky Friday 2 though. Gonna be epic, you guys. I really hope it happens.
Okay, speaking of epic, Taylor Swift is coming out with a new album. Woo! Okay, so it's coming out on October 21st. She said she had sort of made up her mind that it was going to be this generous and give a reference to the video. So that's why she told everyone she's releasing it at midnight, and it's called Midnights. Anyways, it's really cool though because it's the date it's coming out is 10/21. And so if you do 10 plus 2 plus 1, obviously it's 13, and that's like her number. So it's kind of really cool.
Love it. That's amazing. So my last piece of news is kind of electric. So a pair of Levi jeans, dating back to the 1880s, Also, like, who even knew that was a company?
Isn't it Levi 88?
Oh, I guess you knew. Whatever. Everybody else didn't know. 1880? I don't know. That just seems so old. Like, I know Tiffany's was, like, one of the first companies. But I didn't realize, like, Levi's was, like, so old, too. But
I didn't know that either.
So a pair... Oh, good. Okay, facts. I love a good fact check. A pair of Levi's jeans dating from the 1880s were found in an abandoned mine and auctioned for, is everybody sitting down? You ready for this? $87,400. The pants were found in an abandoned mine in the American West by a self-described denim archaeologist. These are the people that are just saving lives every day. And they were sold at the Durango Vintage Festivus, a 4-day celebration of denim. On the outskirts of the Aztec, the jeans, which feature a buckleback adjuster.
Oh my gosh, listen to this. They've been innovating to meet people's needs since 1853.
Oh my gosh, so these jeans were only like
27 years old.
Yeah. And they're in fabulous condition. So this is what this is the denim archaeologist. This is what he said. He said, these jeans are extremely rare, especially in this fantastic worn condition and size. He said that he has looked in at least 50 abandoned mines for 5 years and has not found a pair of equal quality. Since we fact checked that, I also want to fact check why jeans are found in mines. So you can share your next news and I'll share why.
Okay, good, because my next news is juicy. So during Kanye's sit down with Fox News, he mentioned the singer Lizzo while talking. He says, these are quotes, when Lizzo loses 10 pounds and announces it, the bots, so he's talking about Instagram people, on Instagram, they attack her for losing weight because the media wants to put out a perception that being overweight is the new goal when it's actually unhealthy. So I think he's trying to refer to like woke culture that's like super accepting to everyone. He goes, let's get aside from the fact that whether it's fashion and vogue, which it's not, or if someone thinks it's attractive, to each his own. Kanye continued, it's actually clinically unhealthy for people to promote that. It's demonic. What? If you are not watching, our jaws were just dropped during that period because I think that's very dramatic, Kanye. Love your body. Thy body is beautiful. And that's all I have to say about people's bodies. I will never make a comment.
What?
That anything.
He's saying like gaining weight is bad?
Well, he said that it's clinically unhealthy and to promote it is demonic. According to Kanye, yes, I'm getting to it. And so Lizzo responds to that intense statement while performing in Toronto. She addresses it by saying, I'm minding my fat, black, beautiful business.
That you are, girl.
And that you are. And Lizzo, you are freaking amazing, and we will support you and take you any way we have you.
Yes, we will. So just a fact check on that. Due to the gold rush in 1846, there were many people that
abandoned their pants in mines.
No, they actually, because the gold rush hit so quick, so fast, a lot of people abandoned the mines.
Oh.
And that's why they're essentially abandoned silver mines. Now, silver because of the drop in the silver quality or whatever. So there are a lot of people that are excavating the mines in California, Nevada, and Arizona, but they aren't looking for precious metals. Digging in abandoned mine shafts for some dirty old denim might seem strange until you find out how much that old denim is actually worth. It is worth a lot of money. And it says that silver miners would wear their Levi's when working in mines. When they got a new pair, they would either simply discard the old ones or tear them up or use them to lag pipes. So plenty of denim was left in the mines. Wow, that makes a lot of sense because they probably didn't have much material. Collectors will now pay huge sums of money to get their hands on old vintage jeans with specific value. Also, the person that's writing about this also used to find old whiskey bottles that are worth very much money as well.
Yeah, because a lot of those are probably from Prohibition times, perhaps. I'd have to say. Should we get into some overrated, underrated?
Let's jump in.
Okay. Well, I was gonna talk about something more. Sunday dates. Overrated, underrated.
I have one planned for this week. Underrated.
I think if they're low key, they're pretty underrated too. Because Sunday, you're just like chill. People might see it as you're not your best self, so they don't want to do a date, which I totally respect that. But I kind of think it's nice because it's like we both don't have anything going on. We did all of our fun this weekend. Let's just hang. It can be chill. I kind of like them.
You've gotten everything productive you need to do out of the way.
Yes, unless you have a lot to do on a Sunday, then totally not for it. And if you just want to lay on the couch all day, totally understand. But I kind of like it, like if you want to like chill and watch a game.
It does depend on what kind of Saturday you've had. But if you have a Sunday date, girl, don't go crazy on Saturday.
Or get crazy and just...
Yeah. Or get crazy and live your life.
Okay.
Slightly under the knee boots.
Oh, this is why I was thinking that. Okay. I just bought some. I think they're underrated. Honestly.
So did I. Yeah.
I've always been a fan. I love my over the knees, but they just look too dressy all the time. I think a slightly under the knee boot is way more versatile, and I really like it.
I agree. Yours are much more under the knee than mine. Mine are like literally like pretending to be over the knees, but they're like slightly under. And I love it. It's a vibe.
I will say I have some that are that height, and I just happen to have longer legs, so mine don't always hit there. And I do love it. I think it's a very flattering look, especially because, like I said, the over the knees are awesome, but just too dressy sometimes.
They're a very specific
look. You can't wear those to church, you know, but the under the knee.
You can.
You can. With a corduroy or something. Reality TV.
You can for sure. So underrated. This is our life. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I have to tell you, someone was talking. So I was overhearing people. So someone was talking to me and they were like, yeah, I was overhearing people talk about reality TV and they were like talking about them like they knew them. And I was just like, oh yeah, so totally crazy. But then I was like, oh my gosh, that's like Jenna and I.
We do know them. Okay.
We do. Have you been with us watching the Real Housewives?
They're our bitches. Yeah, we know them so well. And we've actually met people from the reality shows we watch. Like,
true.
In real life, we've run into them at the bar and stuff. So it's not weird.
No, and they're often just like we pictured. So it's like, oh my gosh, not surprised. No. Okay, so Sunday date, waffle cones.
I'm going to I don't know. This might be a red flag. I don't eat cones.
Oh, yeah.
So it's I don't even know if I have a rating on this because I do my ice cream in a dish.
Okay, so I like a good sugar cone. I will preface it with that, but I think waffle cones are nasty.
Yeah, like I'm a dish girl, so.
Yeah, and I even like rice cakes. So if I think waffle cones are nasty, they must not be that
rice
good.
Rice cakes are low-key good.
They are, especially apple cinnamon ones.
I like the cheesy ones. They're good. Okay. Blueberry beer. What do we think?
I think it's underrated. It's awesome. I like it.
I love blueberry beer, especially at a brewery. Like, I don't know if I would get it in like a can.
Jenna's like a brewery girl.
Oh my gosh, like I'm such a brewery girl. And you don't know.
When we tried to go to Oktoberfest. So Jenna and I tried to go to Oktoberfest, and we're like, we're doing it. We're gonna be brewery gals. We're brewery girls. So we go to Fulton. So chill. And we show up to the wrong Fulton. And we looked online twice.
It's like also kind of on them. Like, do you really need 2 locations? No.
Yes. It's like a pop-up.
Like, are you trying to confuse people? Because, like, well done.
So to be determined on the Oktoberfest festivities, we still have to make it one of these times.
We're trying. And so blueberry beer I love. It's like one of my favorites. It is like a liquid dessert. It's like a liquid treat.
It's great. My next one and my last one, Vans, the shoe.
First, I thought you meant the vehicle, and I'm like,
Okay, how do you feel? Let's talk about the vehicle. We'll skip the shoe. How do you feel about minivans?
No. Like, I'm much more of, like, an enclave person myself. Or, like,
Suburban.
Yeah. We're more like SUV chicks.
Enclave. It's a Buick Enclave. I love Enclaves. They're beautiful.
Enclave.
No, it's spelt Enclave, but pronounced Enclave. It's like
not.
fancy. It is.
In high school, my friend's mom had one.
So did mine, and it was an Enclave. Anyways, minivans. This might be a red flag. I really hate them. I don't like them.
They
I have like they're not safe. They're just no. There's not a good place for them, and I'm not a minivan person.
No.
We're suburban people.
Yep. Redbox and chill dates. What do we think?
Being that we just emphasized how great chill dates are, I would say underrated. As long as it's not the first date. You can't just invite a girl over to watch a movie on the first date. That's not a date, and that's creepy.
And we'll see through the whole Redbox thing. However, if it's the third date, we like that. That's cute.
Yes.
Also throw pizza in there. Doesn't hurt.
Obviously, invite her over for food first, and then suggest the movie. So she doesn't.
Redbox, can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. There you go. Strategies for success, boys. And that's what she wrote.
It's been real. We love you.
See you next week.